everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a dangerous team. The Falcons are top 10 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against the Seahawks team that wants to be careful not to play into that strength. With that, let's get you out to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, there's a new building set to open adjacent to us to the south, but for now, they're still playing football at the Georgia Dome, and that's where we're located here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Rolls the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. A carry for the big fullback. This is Derek Coleman, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
On second down, Rawls. And some room to work. And cuts out right sideline. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? Is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Procise, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's complete to Flater. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Good use of the pass there to pick up the 1st down. It gets a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Always got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Shift together here from the D-line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an en route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kobe Flater, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's up and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep here for Matthews. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose number one task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
They'll come out in the pistol. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Courtney Upshaw leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Direct snap, Rawls. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They run with a power back, Rawls. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Another pistol look here. 3rd down, here's Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackle for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Well, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring it 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here we go. 4 down. Hey. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
Here's Coleman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
10-yard penalty there on first down, so now 1st and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He completes it to Jones. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage?
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Sammy Coates. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned a tight window, sings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
They'll set up a throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Detroit!
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So the hard count gets them there. Neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit them with a hard count, got them to jump.
So 5 yards remain now. Still first down. Attempt carry for Thomas Rawls. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here we go. Brand 38.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Drops it off for Coleman. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Check 93.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding time. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Well, clearly one of his advantages is, and before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. take it at about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first position. The second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
Tell me.
that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
1st down, this is Rawls. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, they'll run right through those attempted plays.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the 1st down.
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They go again with Rawls. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he's got room. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. He'll look to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. First and goal here from the 9. And he'll get it up the middle. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Now a toss. This is Rawls. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
To throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job 1. A touchdown certainly would have been nice. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you get the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Drops it off for Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Defense showing blitz. This is Coleman. Shreds the tackle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to the pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Flushed out right. Going to Rawls on the dump off. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Wildcat look. Here's Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 20th carry for Thomas Rawls. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. They find some open field here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And Jones has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Back to throw. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. Second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On the run, Darkwan. And a short gain down to about the 33. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On 3rd and short, the fullback DeMarco. It's a gain of 3 and it gets him to first. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. Muscles him off. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try